So in today's video, guys, I'm going to be making an updated guide on exactly how to find the best sensitivity for your keyboard and mouse or controller setup. I'm going to be going over the best method that you guys can use for both of these inputs, and this applies to absolutely everybody that wants to try to find their best sensitivity. This is something that me and a bunch of pros do quite frequently in order to make sure that they have the best sensitivity in order to stay up to date in the meta, and I would highly recommend you guys watch till the end of the video so that you don't miss anything. Anyways, be sure to use code SonataYT in the Fortnite item shop. Let's hop right into this video. So the method that's going to be used for you guys to find the best sensitivity on keyboard and controller is going to be the PSA method. Now, I've gone over the PSA method in the past. Essentially, this equivocates of you guys taking all of these different sensitivities that you test out and then finding the average of all of them in terms of your preference to higher or lower values. Now, you guys can use a calculator for the PSA method that I'm going to be linking in the description. This is an extremely useful calculator, and it's going to help out a lot of you guys if you want to try to find your best sensitivity. The sensitivity inputs are going to be the exact same for keyboard and controller. Now, what you're going to want to do is first start off by loading into an empty creative map where you can test out a couple of building and aiming techniques. What you're going to want to do is place a wall and edit it so that your mouse cursor is going to be on a fixed point of the wall. And then you're going to want to calculate exactly what the perfect sensitivity is for you to make a perfect 360-degree turn using your entire mouse pad space. For me personally, this is going to be around 2.2%. This is going to be the same for the X and Y. I know sometimes people like to have their X and Y slightly different. However, I prefer to have mine exactly the same because I think it's best for aiming. What you're then going to want to do is input this 360-degree turn sensitivity into this PSA calculator, and then you're going to be seeing two different iterations pop up on your screen. There's going to be a higher iteration and a lower iteration. What you're going to want to do is test out both of these iterations, both the higher and the lower one, by building, aiming, using various different techniques, using your arm, using your wrist, using your fingers to aim. There's 3 different types of movements while you're using your mouse that you definitely need to use. This would be arm aiming, wrist aiming, and also finger aiming. Now, your arm is going to be for those wide turns that you guys make in the game. Your wrist is going to be for more of those micro adjustments you make maybe while aiming your shotgun or your AR. And then your finger adjustments are going to be for those really small things like making very small changes to your aim and very small changes to your edits in order to properly place your crosshair. You're going to want to test out all 3 of those styles, once again, while doing building, while doing editing, while doing aiming, and then choose which one that you prefer. You have to be honest while you're doing this. Don't just go with the flow. For example, if you hear from some other person that high sensitivity is better this season, that doesn't matter. Pick what you feel most comfortable with. So if you have to choose a very low sensitivity or a very high sensitivity, do not worry about it whatsoever. Once you choose the preferred higher or lower iteration, it's going to spit out another set of higher or lower iterations for you guys to choose from. Once again, you're going to want to do exactly what I said before, which is practice all 3 different styles of aiming and moving with your mouse. And then with your mouse, you're going to want to also practice building, editing, aiming. You can use various weapons. You can play realistics. Do anything that makes you feel comfortable and get used to it. Then you're going to want to once again choose if you like the higher or the lower iteration, and it's going to spit out yet another set of numbers for you guys to try out. It's going to have you do this a couple of times until you're finished. For me personally, it had me test sensitivities around 7 times, and then it finally spit out my perfect sensitivity, which is going to be around 2.64%. Now, this is what my sensitivity was before I even started. So that means that I'm right on spot with what I like for my sensitivity. But for you guys, the number could change. Now, it's important that once you have the sensitivity, you actually start to practice and get used to it. What this is going to help with a lot is it's going to make sure that you're able to get used to your proper sensitivity, but also let you feel if you like this new recommended sensitivity. If you don't like it, then redo the PSA method and try it again. Keep trying until you find your perfect sensitivity that you're perfectly happy with. Now, once again, this method applies to both keyboard and mouse and controller. And if you use it, I can guarantee you're going to find your perfect sensitivity within a matter of minutes. But anyways, guys, that is the video on exactly how to find your perfect sense for keyboard and mouse and controller in Chapter 3, Season 3. This guide is really useful for those of you that want to try to do this quite frequently. A lot of pro players do this almost every single season, which is why you're going to want to also do it and keep up to date with the new sensitivity meta. But that's about it for this video, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.